Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Hope everything is doing good. It's it's supposed to be spring up here in Michigan, but it's snowing today. Go figure. So we're having a nice little sprinter day. Get it? Sprinter, spring, winter, sprinter. I've seen that on Facebook. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, I guess in a couple of weeks it'll start warming up here. Got to give it a little bit more time. This Michigan weather is crazy. Anyway, I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys have been looking at the news, but a lady shot up YouTube headquarters. This lady that come on the news this morning saying that this lady shot up Google not Google but YouTube headquarters. Not the Google, but the YouTube. I guess the YouTube. I thought Google and YouTube was together. I know Google owns YouTube, but apparently Google has its own um, division. They have its own division and have its own building and stuff. And at first I think I heard about it yesterday, but at first I thought maybe that um, she was targeting a specific person. I thought maybe somebody broke her heart and she went in there looking for the person, but it turns out that this was this lady that did it was a YouTuber. A YouTuber actually did it. She was a YouTuber, um, and she went in. Apparently, they said that from what I understand, they she had over 10,000 scribes, and so apparently she had been on YouTube for a while. And here lately, I guess she posted some content, and they said that it was inappropriate or whatever. And YouTube has been making a lot of changes, and so maybe they came and made some changes and everything. YouTube have been making a lot of changes, so um, but they said some of her stuff was inappropriate, and so I guess she got angry, got very upset about it. I mean, I don't know how much money she was making. I mean, but she had over 10,000 scribes, so um, with 10,000 scribes, you making some kind of coins on here. I mean, she probably was making some decent coins with 10,000 scribes. So, and so that was probably her bread and butter. So, I don't know. I don't know the full story of exactly what happened with YouTube. I know they said some of her content was inappropriate. I don't know everything that they did to her. I don't know if they took away some of her advertising. I don't know all the ins and out about that. But I do know that YouTube has been making a lot of changes, and I know a lot of people that had a lot of scribes on here and was making a pretty good piece of change. The people had to start taking donations and stuff like that because YouTube has been messing with people's advertising and stuff and putting all these guidelines in, and now they're saying you got to have 1,000 subscribes in order to even monetize. And so with me, I was thinking, I was marinating this morning, and I was like, it might take me another 5 years to get. I'm almost up to 500 scribes now, but I said it might take me 5 years to get up to another 500 scribes. I said, hopefully it won't, but I've been on YouTube since 2012. I mean, now when I first started doing videos, I was only posting videos here and there. I wasn't posting very often. I was kind of doing it here and there. Um, but now I do videos more regularly and everything. And since I started being more diligent and putting more videos and putting more content on my channel, I have been getting more scribes. But my channel is still growing at micro speed. I mean, I'm gonna step it up. I said my goal is to try to put at least one. I mean, I'm trying to get in the habit of doing at least one video a day. I'm getting there, but I said if I can do at least one video a day, then that might bump me up a little bit because I am getting more scribes. I got almost 500 scribes, so I feel like I'm obligated to keep the content coming. For my 500 that I have on here. So but YouTube has been making a lot of changes. I know I've been getting frustrated. by all the changes and stuff that they've been making, and I do think a lot of it is based on greed, you know. And so, but violence is never, I will say this, violence is never the answer. Violence is never the answer. I mean, um, what she did was completely wrong. And I hope that there was some people that she shot, and she wound up shooting herself, and the people were there in the hospital. And I pray that they have a full recovery, and I pray that everybody will be okay. But violence is never the answer. I would never, even if I was making good money on here and YouTube, all of a sudden want to cut my stuff down, I'm not gonna, resort to violence. I mean, um, I don't know how much money she was making. She might have been making a nice piece of change if she had over 10,000 subscribers. And so apparently she must have went into a depression. She got angry and she must have went into some type of depression. And maybe it affected her income. We don't know what her situation was. Maybe she had a lot of bills and stuff, and she was counting on that income coming in. I don't know. I mean, I like to think that if you're on YouTube, then you need to be having some other streams of income coming in beside YouTube. I mean, unless you're somebody like, I don't know, unless you're somebody like really, really big on here that have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, and I mean, unless you really have a really huge channel on here. I know there's a channel on here, they call it the Taco, and I look up, they have a lot of informational videos, and I know I watch a lot of their stuff because they have loads and loads of informational videos. I mean, that's like their whole MO. They do a lot of informational type stuff, and then mostly a lot of times they talk about the celebrities and stuff like that. But the channel is very interesting, and I know that they have a huge following. I mean, they have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, and this is a really, really big channel. Like somebody like that, they might be banking, making quite a few coins every month on a consistent basis. But I like to think that you still can't, you either need to be putting some of that money back, or you need to have some other forms of income coming in just in case, YouTube break down your stuff, or whatever. Because I mean, YouTube is unpredictable. We don't never know what YouTube gonna do. I mean, with all these changes that they coming for, been doing and everything. I mean, there's people on here that were making pretty decent money, and then all of a sudden they said, "Well, we gotta start taking, I gotta start taking donations and stuff because remember, way a while back ago they started changing the monetization rules and all that, and so people that were making a lucrative, income on here wasn't making so much money anymore. So that's what I'm saying. YouTube is making too many changes, and people are getting upset, because they're making a lot of changes, and I think a lot of it is based on greed. Um, I know that the people that work for them, I bet you they make some nice coins. I bet you they make some good money. And my thought is, if it wasn't for us posting content on here, YouTube wouldn't have any money. They wouldn't be making it. They wouldn't be making any money off of YouTube if we wasn't on here posting content. So it's on account of us. It's the only reason why they're making money is because we're coming on here posting content. If everybody was tomorrow was to stop doing YouTube videos, everybody on YouTube was to stop doing YouTube videos, YouTube would not make any money. And if that happened on a consistent basis, they'd have to shut down because they wouldn't be making any money. So my thought is, why be greedy and try to take all the money why treat your content creators like that? Well, I mean, why treat your content creators that way? Because it's because of them why they making money. We're their bread and butter. And so they can be, why don't they be more fair about it and be like, well, we want to make sure that they can still get paid, so we can get paid too. We want to make sure they still get paid, so that way it's a win-win situation. They making money, we making money. But then they want to come in and do all these changes and cut this and cut that and put all these ridiculous rules in. And I know I talked about in one of my other videos, I was a little upset because they came in, I mean, before they did this, you got to you got to have 1,000 subscribe thing. They came in, and I mean, now everybody know that my channel is children can watch my channel. You know what I mean? This is a family channel. You know, little children can watch this channel. My channel is totally rated G. I don't use any foul language on here. You know, I do a lot of witnessing on here. You know, I'm encouraging. You know, I give people encouragement. I give people good advice. I mean, you know, families can watch my videos. I mean, my videos are pretty family friendly. I'm sure that a lot of people would agree. I'm not rated PG. I'm rated G. Rated PG means that you know that means parental guidance. That means you got to have a parent present to make sure that everything is straight. No, my stuff is rated G. You know, little kids can watch. I mean, my little grandson can watch my videos. Okay, so that's how clean my stuff is. I don't use foul language on here. I don't come on here bashing people or none of that. But then they want to still put a thing on a disclaimer before they did these other changes. They wanted to put a thing on there talking about I needed to get a review. I need to get my stuff reviewed before I can get it monetized. On certain videos that I posted, they were saying that I needed to get a review to make sure that I need to request a review of my video to see if I can get it monetized. Some old stuff like that. I don't know. Now that was before they made this change that you had to have 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized. See, all that kind of stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't come on here cussing. I don't disrespect people. I mean, I do speak the truth because, like, as I said before, I'm not going to come on here and sugarcoat. I'm going to tell it like it is. And, you know, I have spoken the truth, and I'll speak the truth about, I'm passionate about what goes on in the black community. And so I will come on here and speak the truth about what's going on in the black community and about racism. You know, I have done videos on racism, and I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat, you know. And certain spiritual topics, once again, I'm going to speak the truth based on the Bible. The truth is going to be based on the scripture and everything. So I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not on here to sugarcoat. I'm going to keep it 100. You know, but at the same time, I don't bash people in the process of telling the truth. I'm not going to bash anyone in the process of speaking the truth. I don't have to do that. There's no need for me to do that. I consider myself an intelligent person, and there's no need for me to bash anyone to make a point like some of these other people do. But I digress. But you know, it's just that YouTube has been making all these changes and everything, and then somebody like me that I have a clean page, and you want to pick on me and say I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and I think it all boils down to greed. It's like it seems like to me they want to make all the money, but then they don't want us to get paid. And so that's what it seemed like to me. But you got YouTubers on here, like I've said before in some of my other videos, that you have YouTubers that spend a lot of time with editing. Me, all I basically do is I'll do a video and I might put a thumbnail on it and I'll post it. But you got some now. I mean, in the future I might do more editing, but that's how I do my videos now. But you got more people out there. They spend a lot of time on their videos. They take the time to edit and all that stuff. And some people they're posting content every day, maybe several times a day, and they're constantly editing. So you got some people they invest a lot of time in their videos. They invest a lot of time in YouTube, and so time is money. And so for YouTube to come to them and say, well, you know, and throw out all these rules and say, okay, we're not going to monetize you because of this and this and that. You need to do this and that and the other before we monetize you or whatever, or certain videos or whatever. And so that can be very discouraging because you had people on here like the guy from the Advice Show. I don't know his name, but the guy that from the Advice Show, you know, he's had to take donations, and you got people on here now. You know, he's pretty popular. He's got a lot of scribes and everything, and so you know, and he spends a lot of time with on YouTube and everything, and so he's got to the point where he's got to take donations. So that's just ridiculous. When you used to a steady income coming in, and all of a sudden you got to ask folks for donations to keep your channel going, well, that's just ridiculous. You know, that just seems like to me that YouTube is being greedy and they're trying to take all the money, and they don't want to give us nothing. And that's just not right. It's just not right. And the bottom line is that YouTube is making too many changes and people are getting upset. people was used to that steady income coming in. And like I said, people need to find some other sources of income, and you need to have a backup plan just in case YouTube go to tripping. Then you can have a backup plan, plan B. Put you some money back, invest some of that money, or get or have a little side job, or have some other sources of income coming in from the internet or whatever, or have you another little side business, or find some other ways that you can make money on the internet beside posting videos, because that's what I'm finna do. And so like that way, when YouTube do go to tripping, then you got these other sources coming in, and you're not just totally, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And so I don't know exactly what it is what they said to her, what they did to her, but maybe she was ready steady, maybe she was used to getting a steady income, and all of a sudden they cut her stuff down, and she probably went into a panic, didn't know what to do. Then she got angry, then she went into depression. And then that was the end result of it, because she winded up killing herself. And so I'm not justifying that violence is never the answer. I don't condone violence, and it's never the answer. But I'm just thinking, and it just got me to marinating on all the changes that YouTube and Google is making, and it's making people upset, because people do take the time on here to put the content on here. They show little clippings of her channel on the news and everything, and it's like I said, she had over 10,000 subscribers, so she probably been on YouTube for a minute, so she was probably used to making a steady source of income. And all of a sudden they come back and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you doing that, and you doing that. You know, like I said, she should have had some other sources of income coming in and everything, but I don't condone what she did. I think it was very wrong what she did, because, like I said, violence is never the answer. But maybe if content creators can come in, can maybe get a lawyer, or something like that, to maybe fight your case. You might have to take it to another level and go through it with the legal process, but don't result to violence. But I'm just trying to make sense of why she would do something like this. And that's, like I said, YouTube is making all these changes. So I just pray that those people that she shot, I'm just praying, they're in my prayers, and I hope that, they come out okay. And um, very unfortunate that that happened. But I just think that Google, at the end of the day, YouTube, Google, they need to think about what they're doing, and kind of reevaluate and think about, are they in this to solely make money, or are they looking out for our best interests as well? Because if it at the end of the day, if it wasn't for us putting content on here, they wouldn't be making any money. So at the bottom line is, they got to start doing what's right. They need to do what's right instead of being greedy and thinking about the money. If you guys had a chance to watch that, let me know in the comments section what you think about that. But yeah, check it out. It's been on the news, been circulating on the news all day. Okay, well, I got some more interesting video topics coming up. This is